Good morning. Happy Wednesday. So I hope your week is going great and you're getting settled into routines and you're figuring out a schedule that works for you. Today, I just want to go ahead and start with just tying up some loose ends. It looks like for the most part, everyone's having success. You're getting things in, which is great. And I've been plugging through trying to get things graded and into Power School, and I'll continue that today as well. Let's start with where we always want to start with, which is at the website here. That's a good place to start every day. So if you'll notice here, I have, just you can always go to the home page. That's where the letter's at. And if there's any updates as I get them, I'll post them there. If you are in English 1, which most of you are, of course, you would click the English 1 tab. And when you get there, you'll have the due dates like we have every day during the school year. And these are all, of course, on that module sheet that you have hopefully printed off and you're checking and going through. And we'll look at that again today. But you would just want to be looking here to make sure you know what you need to do each day. You go to your Schoology, you'll click that button. And again, it takes you right. If you just click it, it takes you directly to your login page and you can get started with your assignment that day. Once I have finished that, then I want to move through my module sheet and I want to see, what have I accomplished? What do I still need to accomplish? So when I click on that here, and again, I link that directly so you don't have to do any, extra digging or anything on your part. It'll just load for you just like that, I hope. And then you'll work through that just like we have been since last Thursday when we began. When you scroll down here, you'll see what it is you are working on. Of course, your reading and your writing is every day, and I will collect those, but I don't have a date yet. And so the Schoology, of course, I correct as they come in, but these I'll collect at a later date once we know when we'll be returning. Your No Red Ink, I looked at those. Most people are finished with that. Your Lit Pod rolls are coming in, so keep those coming in. And you'll notice down here you have Google Docs. So tonight, right here, we have this rough draft that needs to be turned in, and it tells you right here how to share that with me, share with Pressenger English, and get that in tonight by midnight. And I'll start putting comments on those tomorrow and kicking them back to you. So be looking for that. Your discussion board for your animal farm. Remember, you have questions that you need to be answering for that. English 1, you have 2 questions, and honors, you have 3 questions that are posted, and you do need to answer all of them. The Quizlet is optional, remember, but you will be having that quiz is still set for April 7th, so we're not moving that. I think we'll still be okay. You have all those vocab words. If not, I'm sure you saw them in Schoology and you went through and hopefully wrote them down and you're aware of them. Quizlet is just optional. It's where you can put them. Remember, we created those Quizlet accounts earlier in the year. It's a good place for you to be studying, and it's an easy way to play games with those words. Today, what I want to walk you through here in a little bit, the lesson will be about how do I respond to someone on the discussion board. I would like you having an online conversation, remember, as best as we can in this environment. So I'm going to walk you through how to do that here shortly. Don't forget, these are the Zoom codes here if you want to come in for office hours today. All you need to do again is just click this little picture and it takes you, it's linked right to the join page, so you don't have to do any digging or searching. Your Turnitin link is right here. Just click and it will take you right where you need to go. Right now, let's go ahead and take a look at that discussion board and let's see, how do we respond to someone that has made a comment that we would like to elaborate on, or maybe we have a question for them? Maybe you agree with them. Maybe you want to help them provide some evidence. So we're going to look at how to do that today. And we did this in class when we were working on the pedestrian, so it will look familiar to you, I have no doubt. But it's been a while, so we want to have a refresher. I think that's always a good idea. So I'll just click my class here, English 1, and then whatever period you're in. And you've posted onto the discussion board. So you click discussion. It takes you there. I can see 15 people in 4th period have finished the assignment. So that means about 8 people still need to get out there and do that for this class. I don't know about the other classes yet. But let's just respond here. And I did notice, if you remember in yesterday's lesson, when we were talking about how to post, it looked like some people had already completed their responses. So they're working through, their module sheets, checking things off as they go, which is great. Let's go ahead and look and see what people are saying today. Here is a response from someone. So if we look here, this individual wrote, Animal Farm can tell us about relationships with humans with examples of blind faith of Boxer, excellent example, and the blatant cruelty and dehumanization that Napoleon and his dogs carried out. Again, that's another very specific example. I believe that Orwell wrote a book about animals explaining the Soviet Union so that he could be sold in the USSR and explain to the people, and the country of the terrible concept of communism. So this person posted their very clear answer. Now, if you look here, someone decided they wanted to respond to that. This is their reply. I totally agree with what this person has to say because I think their points are really clear and explain to us how and what goes on in the world. This person is just communicating with another classmate and they don't know who it is. It's anonymous. And the person, when they go out and read their replies that people have put on their posts, it's anonymous. The only people that can see the names will be me when I'm on the instructor page. So the rest of you are just having a conversation about literature, okay, which is what I want you to be doing. And it's a little bit more difficult maybe on a digital platform, but I think it's still very doable. If I'm reading along here and I notice that there's something, I was going to show you here just a second. If there's something I don't agree with, there was one yesterday, maybe it was a different class. If you don't agree with someone, that's all right, but just be very respectful in, how you handle that. Okay. So this does say discussion closed because they were all due last night by midnight. But because I still have people getting technology, I have a few people that are just picking up Chromebooks yesterday from school. So I'm going to go in today and I will open that up so you can get in there and discuss. And then maybe after you post, you can reply. How you reply is you click the reply link next to the post, and then you just answer it. When you go to respond to someone, you need to just click, reply to that post. It'll be directly underneath. So this person's anonymous. When I open it back up, it's just going to say, reply, and that's all you need to do. And then if you want to go out and check your posts, you can, because you can see them in your account, of course, and you can see how many replies you received. So I'll take care of that this afternoon, or actually probably here. I have right after I post the video, I'll go out there and open that back up for you. Okay. So I think this is all that I'm waiting on for some people right now. The rest of you are working on your drafts. Remember, you're working on character analysis. You all have this sheet at home. If not, you can go out to the website. You know how to get there. Click it, load it, and you don't have to print it off. You could use it just on your computer screen, or you're more than welcome to print it off as well. And then I also posted, remember, my notes, like how do we get, how do I create that? How do I provide evidence? And we went through that in a lesson earlier in the week, so you can go back and watch that video if you need help with that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take us back to the website here. And I hope that you have a wonderful Wednesday. Remember to pop into those Zoom hours so I can see you and answer any questions that you might have as you're working today. Have a great day. Bye.